Christian worldview with the folk tales that has this redemption at the end. Seems
Yeah,
like that's maybe a Christian kind of uh, worldview influence, I wonder.
that's interesting.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, the what you reminded me of part of the Narcissus myth, the earlier part where he had always rejected the nymphs, which to me echoes. I keep wanting to use that word. Sorry, I try to restrain myself some, but it, but it echoes the other myth of Orpheus, also kind of very attractive to women, but and Orpheus is interesting because he's also very skilled with music and everything. But anyway, there's this after, his wife dies and he's not able to retrieve her completely and he fails and then he rejects Dionysus and then he goes for Apollo and then he rejects the Maenads, the sort of nymph-like female deities that kind of are attracted to him and go for him. He won't touch them, and and to me this is a little bit like Narcissus rejecting the nymphs for which he later gets cursed and he gets kind of poetic justice put on him finally, but this makes me wonder about something I brought up earlier, which is perfection. And sort
Mm.
of, I wonder if I think to me, that's part of the myth, the perfection of the pool of water and everything. It's kind of unnatural. And it's interesting that Narcissus goes there and then instead of getting sustenance from the water, he ends up being preoccupied, obsessed with, taken in by just the image of his reflection in that, and that this is after his earlier having rejected the nymphs. Maybe there's some kind of perfectionism to him where nothing is ever good enough, for him to
Hmm.
combine with, to take in, and to make himself a part of also. There's this sort of distance maybe of narcissism where I want the image, I want the praise, but I can never give myself to something completely. I can never take in anything. And this to me is also reminds me of the Platonic sort of um, maybe uh, antidote of dialogue, of conversation that reminds that, you're together in this and you lose yourself in it and you're going towards something higher. But anyway, a lot there. But yeah, what do you think of the perfectionism and narcissism?
Yeah, I think I hmm, there's so many things. The thing you're laying out of like the Orpheus and the Maenads and Narcissus and the nymphs, um, it it harkens back for me to our earlier discussion of like the other as a mystery and being able to accept that.
Mm,
And when you can't accept that, then there are consequences. And
mm,
we see that illustrated in the Orpheus myth with the Maenads tearing it apart. And we see that illustrated here with Narcissus being cursed by the goddess.
mm.
But in either case, it's like their unwillingness to join in with the dance of being human results in some kind of destruction. Or
Yeah.
even the dance
Yeah.
of reality, like maybe not even being human, but just being able to enter into the world as the world is unknown, being able to like being unable to accept the other exactly as they are,
Yeah.
um, because of the perfectionism or because of the need for it to be something so accurate and correct and pure and true that
Yeah.
you can't let that in. You can't join with it until it's perfect or whatever. Um, that creates that barrier that will eventually destroy you because um, reality is a mystery. It is constantly changing. There are other people. That's what's actually happening. And to the extent that you are acting in a way that is maybe subconscious, but willfully ignorant of the other and
Mm,
what is going on there and what their needs are, um, you will be destroyed over time. Like because you're skewing yourself further and further and further away from what's actually happening,
Yeah.
by refusing to acknowledge it. And yeah. Um, I also just want to throw a little bit at the end of this thing of you were talking about the palm.
Please like and subscribe for more of our open-minded content, and comment below on your thoughts or questions about the story. Let us know if you'd like us to cover another stimulating story, and thank you for participating.